Alright, so welcome back to another video. As always, do me a favor, drop a like, subscribe, leave a content. We do a lot of great basketball content on this channel. We do quizzes, we do reactions, we do where we talk about trades, we do all kinds of good basketball content. But you see by today's title, the Nikola Jokic hate has to stop. Now, if you know, I'm a big Nikola Jokic fan. Like if you've been on the channel for a while, you know I'm an advocate fan that Nikola Jokic is one of the best players in the league. And this clip has been surfacing on Twitter, and everybody's been talking about it. And it's like, when is it going to come a time where we understand that Nikola Jokic actually is good? Like, does his resume not say enough? So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna react to it, and I want y'all to let me know y'all opinions in the comments as always, because I want to hear what y'all got to say. But with that being said, let's hop straight into this video. All right, and here we have it. If y'all want to watch the clip for yourselves, I'm gonna leave it down in the link in the description. But yeah, let's see, because I want to see what do you have to say about Nikola Jokic now that it's like the hate has to stop. You know?
This tweet from a basketball reporter I love. His name's Tommy Beer.
Okay.
And he says,
so Tommy said,
one of the past 43 NBA Finals series have featured at least one of these 9 players. Think about that. The last 43 NBA.
All right, so let me guess. MJ, LeBron, Curry, Kobe, Tim Duncan. I don't know.
Finals have featured, out of 41 of them, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Hakeem
wow, Larry Magic,
Shaq,
okay,
Tim Duncan, Kobe, LeBron, and Steph Curry. Moral of the story, you need an all-time great to win in the NBA. And I think Jokic is terrific. I think he's had an incredible run.
Now that's where they get you. They say something nice at the beginning because they know they're going to say something stupid. Like, that's how it always happens. They want to say something nice to reel you in, and then boom, they just start saying something that doesn't even make sense. But
I think he's done something that doesn't get enough credit when talking about his game. I think he's been available. So many of these other guys don't play. I believe 2 seasons ago, he played every single game. I think this year he had to play north of 70. The guy is available every night. So I tip my cap to that. Do I think he's one of those guys on the list, or I think he's one of the all-time greats? No, I don't. And I can...
All right, and there it is. Now, I'm not saying Nikola Jokic is LeBron, MJ, or Kobe, but does his resume not speak for itself? Like, if he continues to play at this level and not win an NBA championship for throughout his career, and he continues to play this good at his level, the man's arguably going to be, like, not even arguably, like, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. If Nikola Jokic can stay this consistent for throughout his career, even if he doesn't win an NBA championship, the man is going to retire and be considered a Hall of Famer. Look at his resume already. But I mean, okay, but still, I'm not saying he's LeBron and MJ or Kobe, nothing like that. But if he was to retire and not have an NBA championship, but his resume still is being stacked upon with accolades, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Like his impact already is like.
And I can stand by that, and it's okay. I'm okay with that. He still has a lot more of his legacy to write, of course.
That is true.
I just don't think it's enough for him to be the best player on a championship team. And there's levels to this in the NBA and
the best player on the championship team. Did we not see what the team was when it was a fully healthy team? The man literally just carried his team without his 2 stars. Are we serious? And we saw when they were a healthy team, we saw what happened. We saw how far they got. Again,
conversation
all right,
around the game. All these men are amazing. All the women in the W are incredible. We know that. It's why they're professional athletes in the world's best basketball leagues. But we can talk with some nuance and some depth, and we can analyze a player and say he's amazing, but why haven't they gotten to that next level? Yeah, it's been some injuries for some key players around him. He lost the game 7 at home in the playoffs to Portland. You cheap shot somebody in the back, you get swept in the Suns in 4, and you get ejected from a playoff game. Like, these are things that happen and we can talk about. It doesn't take away from his greatness. I just don't think that he's going to be the guy to, like, take you over the top. I just don't think that. And and I hate hiding behind that.
The man is literally back-to-back MVPs. How much? How do you not, like? As a person that has a back-to-back MVP, how can you say he's not the #1 player on the championship team where he just take you to the next level? Are you serious?
Excuse in this meeting.
This is sick.
It's the worst. But when you look at that list from Tommy, to really win in the NBA, you have to have an all-time great player. Kawhi Leonard, 2-time Finals MVP. Yes,
I was gonna pause it, but I'm not.
All-time great player. And I think Jokic is just a notch below.
He's a notch. The man is already an all-time talent. People can come to a consensus to say he is an all-time talent. I just don't understand. All right, bro.
Have Jokic as your number 2.
Let's go.
Okay. And that's another thing. I'm not keep pausing it, but this bugs me. It's like the Giannis thing. Can we not understand? Like, did these people not proven up already? Can you pronounce their name right? It's not that hard. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic. Give them their respect. It's not that hard, bro. Come on, like people.
I don't even like playing the 1, 2, 3 game of NBA because it is such such a team sport.
Right.
But I just think he's got such a unique set of skills that it's almost too unique. Like it's not complimentary in a way, and that you have to run through him. It's like with Melo. They're so incredible at what they do and how they do it. It can't necessarily play another way.
So who is the perfect running mate for Joker that would get them over the top in your mind? Is it someone like Dame, who also has a very unique skill set that they need to be paired together to have a shot? Do they even come out of the West if somehow Dame and Joker played on the same team?
I would like a combo guard who's better than Jamal Murray. I know Jamal Murray's really good, but give me like.
We also haven't seen Jamal Murray play in 2 years.
Availability, it's a thing. And are you expecting him to come back better off the injury? I hope he does. I'm sure he's gonna have a great career, but he has never been an all-star. There's a notch below. There's levels to this. Like we're talking about, Damian Lillard is an upgrade from Jamal Murray, right? If you go through the NBA on the Heat, who would you rather have than Jokic? Would you rather have Jimmy Butler on your team, or would you rather have Jokic?
Than Jokic?
I'd rather have Jimmy Butler on my team.
I'd rather have a Joker, to be honest.
I'm a Heat fan, but I can avidly say, and I can say this with confidence, I love Jimmy, but I would rather have Nikola Jokic. I'm just saying. I don't know. Big Heat fan here, favorite team of all time. I love Jimmy Butler, big fan. But you cannot deny the power and just how good Nikola Jokic is. Now, Jimmy Butler's really good, but Nikola Jokic is all-time talent. He's going to be an all-time. He's probably going to be a Hall of Famer. I'm taking Nikola Jokic.
Then Jimmy
Butler?
I guess it depends on how my team is made up. But if
we're picking teams, we're trying to win a title this year. Who do you want on your team? You want Jimmy Butler or you want Jokic?
Jimmy Butler.
You want your boy Tatum or you want Jokic?
Oh man,
Jokic.
Well, Tatum was there. I'll take Tatum.
Like JT's good, but Jokic, man.
I want Giannis over everyone.
You want Embiid or
I can say Giannis.
Jokic?
Bro. Nikola Jokic over Joel Embiid, and I will stand on that. You take the back. I saw something on Twitter. It was like one got to go. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola, or Joel Embiid. I'm taking the back-to-back MVP, taking the other back-to-back MVP, and I'm cutting Joel Embiid. That's not that's not a hard conversation to have. What do you not understand? Like Joel is great, but I'm taking the back-to-back MVP, the other back-to-back MVP, and I'm cutting Joel Embiid. What?
TJ, I know you love Embiid.
I mean, for me, that I can't really answer that question because I'm obviously going to say
All right, we'll take
Embiid,
the Sixers fan out of the conversation. In Brooklyn, you want KD or you want Jokic?
Kevin Durant.
So far in the East, I've named like 6, 7 guys.
And I'm taking all the East guys, even though Joker's MVP. I think.
Well, aside from Butler, I think
Wow,
you're not going to get much pushback, obviously, with Giannis. Some people would take Joker over Embiid. A lot of people would take him over Tatum.
He's awesome. The guy's awesome. He's a special player. He's a once-in-a-generation guy.
Would you rather have Luka or Joker?
I'd rather have Luka. Much rather have Luka.
Paul George?
At this stage in his career, maybe 2 years ago, I'd rather have Paul George. I don't know. I think Paul George, I love Paul George, but I think I'd rather have Jokic.
Devin Booker?
I think I'd rather have Devin Booker.
bro. I'm starting to get mad now. Devin Booker over Nicole. You know what? That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, are you? Okay.
Interesting. So the MVP is what? The 15th best player you'd want on your team? It's kind of weird.
It's very weird. That's what I'm saying. That's what's weird about it, guys. And it's all love. Like I said, the man is incredible. A unique set of skills. Let's call him the Liam Neeson of the NBA, right? He's taken. He's got such a unique set of skills. However, I think they're so unique that there's a limitation to them. I don't think that he can take the Nuggets over the top as the best player on a championship team.
That doesn't make sense.
You're going to get pushback
I'm
on
gonna
that
get so
because
much pushback on it.
people are going to tell you he was good enough to be the MVP of the league, but he can't be the MVP of a championship.
Exactly. This guy gets it. I don't know who this guy is, but he gets it. Like, it doesn't make sense. We have to stop this narrative about Nikola Jokic. When will people learn this man is one of the best players in the league? He's a back-to-back MVP. The man is an all-time talent. What are we talking about here? Are you serious?
See it happen all the time. How many? It's happened.
And then, like, let's not forget, in this year's playoffs, he carried his team by himself when they weren't even projected to even be that good. He got them to the playoffs and lost to the team that would eventually go on to win the championship. Let's not forget that both of the teams in the finals this year were two of the best defenses in the league. So what are we talking about here? Like, you think Nikola Jokic, without his other two stars, were going to like have a chance? It's like you're counting that out. Like, he played literally one of the top two defense in the league and going to lose to the eventual champions. Are we serious here? So you say he can't be the best player on a championship team when you're not even giving him a chance? Like, what are we talking about here? Okay.
Happened a lot in NBA history.
Well, we saw there was an argument.
Russell Westbrook won the MVP and lost in the first round, but in 5 games.
Exactly, and that was literally the argument. Literally the argument this year, though, that our friend McLovin was having, because he's a Sixers fan as well. You know, a lot of people had thought Embiid should have been MVP, and he was saying, "Look, so the MVP of the league can't get out of the first round. What does that say?"
Joel should not have been MVP. Okay, he did it win MVP for a reason. It was between Giannis and Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic won, Joel Embiid did not. Don't get me wrong, I love Joel Embiid, big fan of Joel Embiid, but this year was not his year. Maybe next year. So let's move on from that. Nikola Jokic got his 2 MVPs. Just to stop that, okay? Like, it's over. It's over. Give it up, okay? Joel did not win. It's over.
Hey, should he have won the award? What do you guys think about that? I mean, it is a regular season award, and what he did in the regular season was amazing.
There we go. He just said it. It was a regular season award. Nikola Jokic was the best player in the regular season. We're not talking about playoffs here. We're not talking about he lost in the first round. We're talking about the regular season. What he did in the regular season earned him the MVP. Understand that, people. Like, MVP does not include what you do in the playoffs. It's a regular season award. He was the best player in the regular season. Now, you can make an argument for Giannis, but Nikola Jokic has the MVP. It's a regular season award, people. It's not that hard to understand.
He did not have his 2 best teammates, as we talked about yesterday.
Yep.
Absolutely. No, I mean, injuries have defined the NBA postseason historically. There have always been moments throughout time where key injuries have caused the doors of fate to open in a different direction, if you will.
Absolutely.
So
not just NBA, but
and it's been unfortunate for Jokic the last 2 seasons to have guys down at key times in the year. All right. Does that mean he, like, I don't know what that
He's stumbling over his words because like, he just recognized he messed up. He literally just messed up. That's why he's stumbling his word. He doesn't know what to say now. Because you just went back on, like, you just did nothing. Like, you just said nothing. Injuries have defined a lot of teams' like, path in the playoffs. So how are you saying? You know what? I'm gonna finish.
What do you want to say? Like, he has guys injured.
Yeah.
Everyone has guys injured. When the Warriors lost the finals to the Raptors, is Kawhi Leonard not a champion because KD and Klay were out? Like, no. Like, you knock Steph for that? No, it's just part of the game. And I honestly, Michael Porter Jr.
So why are you knocking? If you're saying you're not knocking Steph, why are you knocking Nikola Jokic? Why? Like, you literally just did what you said. He
a
doesn't get it.
solid player, but Giannis didn't have Chris Middleton, a made guy in the league. Michael Porter Jr. is not a made guy on any level in the league.
That's true.
Right? Chris Middleton is. He's an Olympian. He's an all-star. Giannis goes out
Star
there
of
and
hustle.
wins playoff series and takes his team deep. And
Nikola Jokic ended up losing to the Golden State Warriors, who would eventually go on to win the championship. They were one of the top 2 defenses in the league. Giannis went on to play the best defense in the league. In the first round, Giannis played the Bulls. What did he do? Ran through them. A team that doesn't play defense. He went on to play a team. That was the best defense in the league. And what happened? He lost. So both the players you're talking about here, Nikola Jokic and Giannis, end up losing to both the teams that were in the finals.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of so many of these guys, and I understand why Denver fans love their Jokic. He's their guy. But I'm telling you, it's fool's gold. I'm telling you, it's not.
It's fool's gold. Are you serious? It was fool's gold. Okay. All right. And there y'all have it. I know I was pausing the video a lot, but I had some things to say. So I'll leave the clip on Twitter in the comments, well, in the description, so y'all can watch it fully without me talking. But this narrative for Nikola Jokic has to stop. When will people recognize that he's an all-time talent, potentially going to be a Hall of Famer one day? He's one of the best players in the league. He's a back-to-back MVP. He can carry a team. We have to stop this narrative about Nikola Jokic. But as always, in the comments, y'all let me know how y'all feel about what he said in the clip or anything about what I said. And as always, do me a favor, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment, check out some of the other content on the channel, because I'm sure y'all enjoy it. But I'm going to catch you in this video. We out of here. Peace.